in our new house, I have a room where I have all of these coax cables coming out of the wall, and none of them are labeled, so I don't know which room they go to, which cable outlets on the wall. So we're going to try to figure that out today. So on our cable outlet, we want to connect that center hole with the outer ring. So I thought I'd take an old coax cable, having used this one in a while, had it in a junk pile. And I want to make it so I can connect the center copper wire with the outside, make it continuous. So I think I might just cut off one end of this. This end I'll split open. So the inner part of the coax is just this copper wire right here. So that's usually isolated away from the outer part, these silvery wires, with this piece of insulation. So I'm just getting rid of that piece of insulation. And now what I want is for those wires and that copper wire to be connected and touching. I want it to be continuous. So we'll bend that piece of wire over. Get the outer silvery parts all over that. And I'll tape this up, make sure those are connected. Here's how you set up your multimeter. The black cable goes on the one that says COM. And these two over here, you see there's amps and milliamps and microamps. These are more for current. This one over here says volts and ohms for resistance and continuity, so we'll plug into that one. So those are the two spots you'll need. And then then you turn this up to resistance or ohms. There might be a little continuity symbol or a little beeper symbol. And you might have some kind of symbol that turns on the beeper on or off. So you can see if I connect these, I have nearly zero resistance, but I can't hear it. So I'll push my little beeper button. Now when I have continuity, it goes all the way through and makes a beeping noise. So the idea is when I plug this in, this little gizmo that I made, I'll connect the center hole to the outer one. And let's double check we have continuity that I've connected these two on this end. I'll touch the center to one of them. Let me use two hands here. I'll touch that center little copper wire, and I'll touch the outer ring, and it makes a beeping noise, so I know that I've got continuity. So that means it goes through, connects here, and comes through on the other side. Good. I feel good about that. All right, let's go plug this into the wall. So on our cable outlet, we want to connect that center hole with the outer ring. And for us, we're going to use this little piece of coax cable that I had made. You could just use a piece of copper wire, plug it into that center hole, wrap it around the outside of it. But I just wanted to make sure I've got good continuity on that. Now we check the other side for continuity. I'll just touch the outer ring with one of these. Touch that center copper piece. Oh, this one looks like it's the one I just plugged into. So put a little label on it. I'll mark it as this bedroom and that's hooked into, and now I know which one. Let me show you another one that is not connected to that. So it doesn't matter which you put which. You put one on the outer ring, one on the center copper piece, and nothing. If you bump the outer one together, both of them, you'll make a beep. So you just need to be careful. You only touch one to the outside and one to the inside. Nothing on that one. So I can tell which one goes to that particular coax cable. Let's label that one. Now we'll go ahead and hook that and double check it. I unplugged that. I will double check and it should be not on. All right, got that one. That's fine. I plugged in another one. Let's find it. There it is. Let's label this. All right, I unplugged this one. Make sure that the continuity is not there anymore. That first beep is just because I accidentally touched the outside at the same time. Just touch the inside wire and the outside, it's dead. Okay, that was good. Took that away. And that simple trick is how you can track a coax cable from one end to the other. I hope that was useful, and we'll see you later.